Hello and welcome to my VOD review. This is 256 Lakes of Might against TJ Sims. He is a new friend that I've made on Polychamps, which is the official Polychamps Discord. And so I was able to play against him, and I think I did pretty well. We'll see how it goes. First I started off with farm opening, as I'm playing Zabasi, and he's playing Lexidor. And he starts off with 2-3 warrior opening. He doesn't. That's curious. I'm in the perspective that 3 warrior opening is the best, especially because you want to expand up, you want to expand out, and you want to expand down. You might even want to expand in the corner for that extra population. Because if you get that extra population in the corner, it's like you didn't even build a warrior. You just got one of these resources. And so you'll have one more and an edge. And so I think 3 at least, maybe 4, depending on if you have lots of places to expand. I was able to find a nice village with lots of farm, which I had a pretty good start, especially with this ocean access, which will be crucial later on in the game. I see so many farms, and so I rushed construction on turn 3. And so we'll see how that goes. He was able to get hunting, upgrade his things. No explorers so far. See, I have a warrior coming down here just for the windmill spot, so I can get the +5 stars. He's able to be a little greedy, go for economy early in the game. Thankfully, we don't go riders, so not too boring. Though riders can be entertaining. See, I was able to get a windmill, and I'm planning on getting like another one here or so. Maybe even trade in the future. We'll see. Okay. And as you notice, for these 3 cities, there is no water access. This looks like it might be, but we'll see that the land is cut off, as well as the land's cut off here. These are just 2 tiny lakes, and this city will be their first start to access. And maybe even an explorer. We see that I'm pretty close to there too. I have 2 warriors going around the world. I love how lakes on the edge of the map is always land, and so I was just gonna walk around. I'm gonna walk around with these 2 warriors. You're gonna see their journeys. And I was able to get in the water very fast. That is something that I tried to focus on because I know the importance of naval battles. So I started with fishing, and I'm going to go sailing in a little while, depending on my economy. And he got hunting. He's got some nice lumber hut spots. Here's a 3, here's a 3, and then he could do trade with the markets. And he can get a level 2 or a level 2, depending on how he cuts things. He gets 3 level 2 markets, depending on how fast he goes for that. I was able to find a ruin up here, upgrade the city for some nice stars. I put this here, which is probably a bad idea, not knowing anything of where I'm going. But now that I have fishing, I was thinking of doing an explorer because this seems like it went out. So I was able to see where my opponent was. But I should have like placed it here or maybe just gotten a farm instead. But I was trying to rush to the water and be just faster at that than him. I was able to get some excellent vision. This was crucial to my next steps and next plans. I really want to get this city. Deny it from him. Because that is crucial water access. This is kind of like in the middle of the map. In between 2 lakes that really support and create a navy. He was able to get it first, and a nice explorer find me. And throughout this whole thing, I was nervous. So I'm like, this guy plays a lot, and he's on the official Polychamps. He's a part of a tribe, or whatever you call it. And so I was nervous, trying to do things perfect. This wasn't a live game, and so you'll see that I'm a little bit more accurate this game. But I'm able to get some good early econ, and gets 2 giants turn 8. It was excellent, especially with that port connection. Get 1 giant, monument, a 2nd giant, and get those 2 giants into the water instantly. It was amazing. But maybe that was just the luck of the spawn. He sees this village, but if I can deny this one and this village, then it will be huge. Because these two are the in-betweens. We also have the middle, but if I take these two, then I'm just surrounding him and controlling these ports. Because, like, again, I said, he doesn't have water access. There could be a villager, I think there is a village down here, which could provide him with water access if he gets enough units down here. But he didn't do 3 warriors, he just did 2. And you see, he's only produced 1 more. And I really value the 3 warrior opening. Even though it seems like it's a waste of stars, it's not, especially in the early game. Though he does get 2 giants early, exactly like I did. But just 1 turn late. Well, on the same turn, turn 8, actually. We both got 2 giants. I was able to get sailing, deny his denial of my village, or the recapture at least. And this one found a ruin too. I was able to get some useful resources. I have farming, construction, fishing, sailing, and that's all I have. But you'll see that most of that will be enough. He goes for riding, which I find is good. He is, for next turn, he can knock me off this village if he goes roads. And if he's going trading anyways, there's might as well do it to gain another village. He has enough vision to know that I have nothing in this fog. I have this warrior, and I can't stop if he tries to take that village from me. I got some riding from a ruin, which is nice, I guess. I don't really use riding until, like, near the end. I was able to capture these villages. I was totally expecting never to keep this village. And I was like, he's gonna road, he's gonna take the village. He probably has vision and knows that he can do it. But we shall see. I was able to get some excellent, just two villages. I was able to claim them first and get the explorers for the vision, because for attacking and defending, it's excellent to have vision. It's one of the most important things in the game after getting an early economy. He goes archery. Archery instead. He spends 12 stars on archers. He had 21 stars. And that's 12 stars for roads, 1, 2, 3 roads. And then he steals his village. Simple as that. It does cost him all his stars, but going archery does the same thing. This one claims him a village and prepares for those market spots with the tech. But he just goes archery. Maybe he's afraid of early giants, which is, to be true, an honest fear, especially going against the bossy. But he has the 2 giants that he can use on defense, because who wants to walk into those? I understand wanting to defend villages and sacrificing the giants to claim a territory, but I went a little bit more defensive this game, and so a lot of those archers that are used on defense weren't used at all. But yeah, that's my 2 cents, is that I thought he could totally claim this village. You know, that's what I would do. But hindsight is 20/20, and maybe there was a lot more going on that I couldn't comprehend, and maybe he had a plan for these archers for an attack, or maybe the land just didn't form in the right way. Who's to say? I was able to get this village, have perfect knowledge of the top side of the map, get some 5 stars, early upgrades, and I'm trying to see if there is another village down here, which there was, which I'm happy about. And if I get this, I'm probably going to get it with this scout. Then I can expand from here and attack him. But you see this? It's closed off. Right here. There's no way of him getting into the water besides border growthing this village. That's it. Or right here. But I'm stopping that with my giants. And soon to be scouts. And he just doesn't have the tech for it. That's my tech. But he just doesn't have the tech for it. And then I can just do that. I'm able to have this village, and he can't take it. Well, that's because he doesn't have another land spot. It's only connected by 1. But still, he's had a possibility for it before, and with these resources, he could have. Okay, and then he attacks with some archers, gets a goodish siege on it, which makes me have to get double scouts to try to defend it. But yeah, he is not in the water. Just not. He's just going archery, mathematics, and riders. We'll see how that pans out. I was able to get navigation, get 16 stars from that, upgrade these 2 ships, and be able to reclaim my city. And now that I have a foothold in the water, there's not much you can do, especially with the vulnerability of these 2 cities to water. And this third one, if you consider like bombers in this area, which would be quite devastating later on. He was able to get trade, especially before claiming 3 cities, which is nice. Though if he got roads earlier, it wouldn't have cost so much, and he would be able to upgrade these cities and do markets. So he was able to get 2 level 2 market spots. I'm able to get some water access down here, and get one last explorer for exactly all the village, all the vision. And I was able to get some sight on his capital and back lines in case he needs to defend. Attacking is a lot more risky. I was able to connect to this village, upgrade it a bit, and this is almost the end of the extent of my attacking. I was able to build some riders with that tech I got earlier to just deny and get some value. Try to attack these archers, actually. I was able to get some good vision over here, and so he knows what's up. Upgrade that, and I'll continue from my perspective until the end of this game. And I got double bombers. He advanced forward with both his giants. Well, only one of the giants. One was staying on defense, because I have 2 juggernauts right here and right here. But since I saw that he had 0 water access, nothing in the water, and I didn't see any ports, so I was able to go double these, because there was no way he was reaching them through this juggernaut, and just get 1 hit, 2 hits, and get hits with my scouts, getting it down to 30, which was very useful. Yeah, this lonely warrior is finally able to try to siege this territory, which he just doesn't have the stars to defend, and he just focuses on roads and connections. And now he has the markets, but I believe it is too late, and I'm able to unsiege with a giant push. And I just claim that city. I damage his guy over here, which I think he honestly just forgot about, because he doesn't claim it. And then he starts getting catapults. Yeah, we stay at a standstill for the next while. I move up my units so that they're a lot closer, but at the edge of where his catapults and archers can hit my units. Got a catapult down here to dissuade anything from getting in the water, because he's just super late into that game. And then I'm able to attack with these bombers and just get some very good zone of control. He's not able to build anything in the city because of the splash damage provided by it. And now I'm just waiting for chivalry. I already got free spirits for the case of chivalry. And then that's just going to destroy his backline, especially if he doesn't space it correctly. But he just doesn't have the room. He doesn't have the liberty of spacing it a lot better than that. And I block his double rider with one of my riders. There we go, chivalry. I just get 4 of these knights, I think. Yeah, 1, 2. Actually, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming from all angles, and I'm just looking for a way in. This is blocked by his territory, so it does take 1, 2, 3. I can only walk here. Well, I think this is the farthest place I can go. And he gave me access with this warrior. This was his downfall. I was able to chain through that warrior, and he so thankfully placed a road and this catapult right there to combine in the chain. I think he was a bit done with playing, especially with this war of attrition where he was just slowly losing, especially with such dominant naval presence. And then I was going to get this and this city, and then I was just going to be able to attack him. He could defend for a long time, I suspect, but it would just take a lot more than he would probably be willing to give. I got roads and got this beautiful knight chain. I mean, look at that. I was able to just destroy all his ranged units, and then I'm just able to make this bomber right at his doorstep. Put this warrior down, ready to siege and deny any economy. And that just spelled the end of the game. He could keep on defending, but he was just in a losing position, and I just held my advantage state. He did get some nice damage on this bomber, but the bomber's not dead, and eventually I'll be able to destroy it. He got a giant push, but he's losing this city. He got a cloak somewhere, somewhy. If we put on his perspective, he got a cloak that he was thinking, I will cloak this village and get five daggers, but it was not to be. Yeah, I was able to have the vision, just a better spawn, to be honest, and use my advantage of bombers in the water to catapult my victory. Thank you guys for watching. Especially thank you to my first subscriber. Bye.